for today's podcast episode, we will talk about Singaporean literature and we will explore the rich literary tradition of them. And by the way, I am Mikaela and I am together with Christine Rose Aranas, Kathleen Olgasan, Carol Kitong, and Jamaica Segundino. So before we start, we will have a quick trivia. Do you know who is the father of Singaporean literature?
I know it is Gopo Singh, which is also the first Singaporean literature novel writer.
Yeah, I also heard that it received the National Book Development Council of Singapore Book Award in fiction in 1976.
Guys, no, it is actually Edwin Nadason Tombo. He is also one of us. He used to take English major in college. Interesting, right?
Now we know.
And now, we will be sharing what we have learned about Singaporean literature.
Yeah, actually, throughout the discussion we had, I actually know that Singaporean literature also reflects the unique blend of Eastern and Western influences, as well as its rapid socio-economic development. It actually showcased the Singapore Writers Festival and the National Library Board's efforts to promote local literature have helped nurture and showcase the diverse voices within Singapore's literary landscape.
Yes, and also Singapore is a multicultural, the undiverse country with a rich cultural heritage that matters the rules and regulation. They adhere to laws and regulation to maintain orders and harmony in society. You know what I like the most is that they are very clean and they maintain their cleanliness and orderliness of Singapore people. Singapore people promotes a highly standard of cleanliness in their public spaces. Littering, chewing gums, spitting in public spaces are strictly prohibited in their country. So we must maintain our cleanliness in ourselves.
Yeah, I heard that also if they spit somewhere like in the street, they will be arrested and need to bill due to their strict law in Singapore.
So, alright, we have learned about various themes such as multiculturalism, colonialism, identity, and nation building. Authors like Catherine Lim, Arthur Yap, and Kopo Kon often explore these themes through their works, providing a rich tapestry of Singaporean experiences and perspectives. Additionally, you might have delved into the use of Singlish, a unique blend of English, Malay, Chinese, and Tamil, which reflects the country's linguistic diversity. In Singaporean literature offers nuanced understandings of the complexities of modern Singaporean society.
Yes, Kath, I agree about the complexities they have since Singapore's literature often portrays the complexities of urban life, including the rapid modernization, globalization, and the tensions between tradition and progress. Writers delve into topics such as urban alienation, social inequality, and the impact of development on communities. Many Singaporean writers grapple with questions of cultural identity and belonging, particularly in the context of rapidly changing society. They explore what it means to be a Singaporean, the blending of different cultural influences, and the tensions between individual and collective identities. Singaporean literature also serves as a platform for addressing social issues and advocating for change. Writers tackle topics such as poverty, discrimination, gender equality, and environmental sustainability, shedding light on pressing concerns within the society.
After hearing you all, we actually driven our knowledge about the Singaporean literature. We will add some information also not elaborated in discussion, which I know that in Singaporean literature, diversity reigns supreme. Imagine a literary feast where knowledge blends seamlessly English, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil. Interweave and create unique narrative mosaic. At its heart, Singaporean literature grapples with the essence of identity, the fusion of a tradition and modernity, and the pulsating rhythm of the society in flux. It's a journey through time for colonial rule and depends the echoing of nation finding its voice within the literary universe. Voices converge from all corners of society: Chinese, Malay, Indian, Eurasian, immigrants, and expats, all sharing their stories, their truths. Think of a writer like Catherine Lim, whose pen dissects social and political realities with surgical precision, or Arthur Yap, painting vivid portraits of Singaporean life through poetry. And then there's K.S. Manyan delving to the interracial of identity and displacement. But it's not just about writers, it's about platforms that amplify the voices. From the Singapore Writers Festival to the National Library Board, their organizations provide fertile ground for literary expression, fostering a vibrant community of storytellers. And as the Singapore literature gains global recognition, its stories transcend borders, resonating the audiences worldwide, bridging cultures and fostering understanding.
Yes, I also wanted to add that Singaporean cultural literature serves as a mirror reflecting to multi-faceted identity of the nation. Moreover, Singaporean cultural literature serves as a platform for marginalized voices, shedding light on the experience of diverse communities within the country. It not only preserves and celebrates Singapore's cultural heritage, its multicultural populace. And how about you, Kristen? Do you have something to say?
I actually reflected in myself after studying Singapore literature that it taught me a lot about the stories and experiences of people from Singapore. The books and poems helped me understand what life is like in the city, with its busy streets and diverse neighborhood in their country. I also found out that Singaporean writers talk about important things like who they are, where they come from, and what it means to belong. They write about how life is changing in the city and how people deal with those changes. Some stories are sad, some are funny, but all of them help us understand what it's like to live in Singapore. Studying Singapore literature isn't just about reading stories, it's also about learning the history and society of the country. We can learn about things like how people from different backgrounds get along, what struggles they face, and how they find strength in tough times.
Thank you so much for that, Kristen. And guys, we talked a lot about Singaporean literature today. And we will end it here for today's episode and make an applause to everyone.
Alright, everyone, that's it. See you to our next episode. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys!
Bye, everyone.